Is the Strickler military rifle the best new assault rifle in GTA Online? In this video, I'll be testing and reviewing the Strickler military rifle, and I'll answer that question. Is this the new top AR? And should you even spend the money on purchasing the Strickler military rifle? And we'll talk about all that and a few of the thoughts that I have on this weapon as well, okay? So I'll be covering and testing not only the time to kill, but also the damage per second for the Strickler military rifle. Those are a couple of metrics that are very important that you need to have and understand about the efficacy of each weapon in the game. How do you purchase the rifle? The Strickler rifle, or the SMR, which I'll be referring to going forward, the Strickler military rifle. You can purchase the SMR from the gun van. The base price is $695,000. However, you may have a discount as well to save some money. The ammo is just standard ammo. We're testing here on a bulletproof helmet. It takes 3 rounds. The SMR at 70 feet will take 11 rounds to eliminate your target with full armor. All this testing will be done with each character having full health and armor to give you a base to go off of, all right? 70 feet was the short range engagement, which is probably what most of the engagements for PvP will be in GTA Online. However, when you go to short to mid range at 150 feet, the SMR still performs very well at 11 rounds to drop your opponent. Then going forward, it will max out the lock-on range. So if you play with auto lock, the SMR maxes out at 230 feet for lock-on range. And here we start to see a damage drop off. It now takes 15 rounds for you to down your opponent at 230 feet with the Strickler military rifle. And again, that is the max lock-on range. Now, this is where it really starts to get a little bit different here. The SMR at max range at 370 feet takes 40 rounds to down your opponent. That's substantial right there. Now, let's go ahead and compare it to the Special Carbine Mark II, which is arguably the top AR for the AR category right now in GTA Online. This one and then the Standard Carbine Mark II. And as you see here at close range, the Special Carbine Mark II at 70 feet takes 13 rounds to down your opponent with full health and armor. And it's the same for close to medium distances, 13 rounds at 150 feet to down your opponent with the Special Carbine Mark II. So we see a little bit of a pattern here, and we'll talk about how this affects and changes going forward here. This is really where, again, you can see the difference in these two rifles. The Special Carbine Mark II at max range, 370 feet, only takes 22 rounds to down your opponent. So this is really where the customization, the extra attachments for the Mark II, especially the barrel, right, will really come into effect and come into play here. That's substantial, and you'll see that here going forward. A few extra little tidbits here. The HUD display is really nice for the Strickler military. I do like it. It has permanent, you can't change it, blue tracer rounds. It's a gimmick. It's a nice touch, but you know, you also get a blue flashlight. Again, a gimmick, nice touch, but I would rather have customization. That's pretty cool. Let's take a look at the recoil pattern because this is important as well. On the top, we have the Strickler military rifle, the SMR. On the bottom, we have the Special Carbine Mark II. And from left to right, the first 3 recoil patterns are when your character is in third person, and the second 3 on the right side is when your character is in first person. So hip fire, shoulder mount, and aim down scope. And one more thing to consider with the recoil pattern is that the SMR has a 45 round capacity magazine, whereas the Special Carbine Mark II has a 60 round capacity magazine. So that does make a difference. The longer you have the weapon firing, the larger the recoil pattern will be. But as you see here, overall, the Special Carbine Mark II does have a tighter pattern. However, the SMR does have a more predictable pattern. It's more vertical. The first shot is dead on. Second shot is directly above just by a couple of inches. And that is substantial. That's very important when you are, battling in PvP. All right, so let's cover the stats on each one of these rifles here. The SMR has a fire rate of 450 rounds per minute. Special Carbine Mark II has a fire rate of 550 rounds per minute. So a little bit faster with the Special Carbine Mark II. Let's look at the TTK. That's going to be time to kill, and the DPS, which is damage per second. 2 very important metrics. And as you see, the SMR time to kill is 1.3 to 5.3 seconds. So from your close range all the way out to the max distance or max range. And then the Special Carbine Mark II time to kill is 1.309 seconds all the way out to 2.29 seconds. So practically even up close, right around that 70 feet range, that distance right there. But where you really see the difference, or where the Mark II attachments come into play, is at range. And the Special Carbine Mark II is by far better in a long range scenario. Now with the DPS, the SMR, the Strickler military rifle, the damage per second is 75 all the way down to 19.23. So the lower the number, the worse, obviously. And then the Special Carbine Mark II DPS is at 76.3 for close range, all the way down to 43.61 at that max range. So much better at max range. Again, those numbers are going hand in hand right there. So now you take into consideration the rate of fire, your magazine capacity, and yes, the recoil pattern, and just how each weapon will feel for you overall, how it performs in PvP and PvE, or against NPCs. So is the L Strickler military rifle the best new AR rifle in the game? And honestly, it's kind of debatable. You could say yes. I think close range and just how the weapon feels, the recoil pattern, I think it's the weapon to go. If you're within 70 feet or less, that's the gun to go to. I think just overall the workhorse is still going to be the Special Carbine Mark II. You got more customization options with it. You never had to pay for it. You didn't have to wait on it as well. So do you have to have the Strickler military rifle? No. Are you going to get it though? Yeah, probably. I like the L Strickler military rifle, I really do. And the damage being so good, just the base damage, if this did have Mark II upgrade options, this gun would by far, it would dominate. It really would. So it's just kind of bummer not to have the extra customization with it. And furthermore, the real problem with this rifle, you're basically, Rockstar's conditioning us again for a new avenue, a new revenue route for them. And it's going to be purchasing weapon skins, vehicle skins, stuff like that, liveries. This is basically just a weapon attachment and, livery like bundle package. It really is. So I worry that in the future they're going to be charging for stuff that and they already kind of have. GTA Plus people got it early for $8 a month. Fortunately, we all got it eventually. So I just feel like they're on the path of doing that. It's going to be another revenue stream for them, where in GTA 6 we'll be buying weapon skins and weapon bundle packages. It's going to be terrible. Anyways, I digress. Let me know what you think about the L Strickler military rifle in the comments down below. Do you think this is a new top AR in GTA Online? Let me know what you guys think, all right? Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, make sure you drop a like. If you want to see more content like this on my channel, make sure you are subscribed with notifications turned on. If you guys want to go above and beyond, you can drop a super thanks donation in the comments down below. You can also check out some merch, and you can hit the join button to find out how to become a member and get exclusive perks on my channel. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Peace out. Yeah.